are a lot of great games on Roblox, and there are a heck of a lot of bad ones. But then there's those that are sort of mixed for various reasons, whether it's not being updated regularly, or super toxic, or awful communities, or just universally hated by the community. Hey guys, I'm Dylan. Today we're going to be talking about the most disliked games on Roblox. Starting off with number 8 is a surprising one, Ragdoll Engine. This game was created back in July of 2021 and blown up in terms of players despite being incredibly simple. The main purpose of the game is to throw your character's body around precariously and ragdoll downstairs or being shot out of cannons. I wasn't too sure what I was getting myself into and why it was so disliked, but I was quickly able to figure it out. I can't even show the chat messages that were being said when I was playing. It seems to have devolved into some sort of place where people just go to argue and fight and cuss each other out. I'm not quite sure why or how that happened, but it definitely speaks for itself why the crazy low like to dislike ratio is sitting at about 59% right now as recording this video. And I'm sure it has to do with the game not being updated very much, but I'm willing to bet it's something to do with the insanely toxic player base that it has in its current state. Coming in at number 7, we have Breaking Point. Now, this game seems to be relatively okay, and there's not too many toxic people or crazy stuff happening with the player base, but I think it has to do with there not being any updates in quite some time. The game was created in 2017, and the developer hasn't even so much logged into the game on Roblox Studio since December 29th of 2019. So it seems as though the game is slowly dying off, and that's why the rating is dropping lower and lower, sitting at a current 80% rating. And now on to number 6 is The Hood. The Hood is an interesting game to say the least. The game is based off of the widely popular adult game series Grand Theft Auto. The game plays just like it. It's set in an open sandbox game world where you can shoot, fight, steal, and kill other players. However, as you can imagine what has happened with a game like that that's based off of that, its player base and events that take place in the game, much like GTA, are incredibly adult. It's not a place for kids, really. I believe the game has even has a 10-day waiting period, regardless of even if you put your account settings to 13 plus or not, before you can even enter the game. That kind of speaks for itself. When I played it, it was kind of bad. People in the game are not very friendly. They kill you for no reason, and they say a lot of explicitives and bad things, to say the least. It's currently sitting at a 67%, and it's clear players that are not for this game are not pleased with this game. On to number 5. Number 5 is Adopt and Raise a Cute Kid. Adopt and Raise, as it's now known, is a game seemingly based off of what Adopt Me became. It's a roleplay game at its core, and it's centered around adopting children and pets and building a house, and it goes on from there. You actually can't even search the original name on Roblox in a search bar anymore. If you type in Adopt and Raise a Cute Kid, it just gets tagged out and no results come up. I'm not sure if this is intentional. However, the game has seen a sharp decline in player base and admins seemingly abandoning the game because there is rampant NSFW, racist, and homophobic comments throughout. The chat messages are just obscene. Character names are awful. Some characters, it seems like they just make troll accounts just to go in there and just say the most shockingly disturbing thing that they can say. It makes sense why it's sitting at a 79% rate and it's slowly declining because the player base just seems to be getting worse and worse. Coming in at number 4 is a game that does not have a toxic fan base, but more so players just don't like playing the game. It's number 4, Tower of Hell. It is one of the most disliked games on the platform because of 2 issues. 1, the game is not updated regularly whatsoever. It made my list on the games that desperately need an update. You can watch that video here. And then 2, the other issue being its insane difficulty. It contributes to a very low rating, a 77% like to dislike ratio right now, but I think it just stems from players that are coming into Roblox looking for an obby to play and coming across this one because it's so widely revered and highly played, and then getting completely turned off from it because it's so hard and so difficult. Therefore, players don't like it, they don't play obbies, they don't play Roblox. I don't know, that's probably an exaggeration, but Tower of Hell is a bit of a difficult first obby for players that are not used to the nuances and intricacies of Roblox gameplay style. Coming in at number 3 is Club Iris. Club Iris is a simulation roleplay game taking place inside of a large nightclub. As you can imagine, this game kind of speaks for itself and what it's trying to do and what kind of content's going to happen inside of it. To put it nicely, it's not safe for kids. Within 30 seconds, I witnessed unspeakable things that I can't even say. Characters engaging in things that are insinuating that they're engaging in things that I can't even speak about. It's a game that encourages online dating and other suggestive things to happen that are unsavory. With a 73% rating of likes versus dislikes, it's clear that players on Roblox want the game to get shut down, or at the very least have more admin attention to clean it up, because in its current state, it needs some help. Number 2, we have Welcome to Bloxburg. Bloxburg is a building roleplay simulator that takes place in a neighborhood where you can design and build your own home and work at various jobs while playing out your ideal roleplay with other players. The game does have a relatively and much higher like to dislike ratio compared to other games on my list here in this video, with a 90%, but it has one of the most dislikes in total for various reasons. A few that come to mind is because the game is still in beta, despite being created back in 2014. However, another reason, still costs 25 Robux to enter the game without very much to do or explore. The building editor is very, very extensive, and it's the best part of the game, but the insane grind to get cash needed to be able to build anything just doesn't justify the editor, as you have to grind for hours and hours. Also, you want 2 stories in your house? Gotta buy a game pass. Want to make more money? Gotta buy a game pass. There's so many game passes that it makes the game almost intolerable. It's not flying with some players. It makes sense why there's a lot of dislikes on this game. And then finally, at number 1 with the most disliked game on Roblox is none other than Adopt Me. Adopt Me comes in at number 1 because of a lot of reasons. They got an 83% like to dislike ratio with over 1 million dislikes. It's no secret that players are frustrated with this game for its insanely, seemingly limitless microtransactions, its incessant overcharging of pets, rampant reports from players being scammed, and its awful grind to save up money to build your house and get more pets. The game at its core is simple and fun, but it's definitely plagued with cash grabs that make a lot of players just mad. That finishes up my list for the most disliked games on Roblox. Let me know what you guys think of my list. Did I miss any big games that have way more dislikes that I just was not aware about? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and pass this video on to your friends to see what they think. See you guys in the next video. Bye!